Hello. This video is a result of a question that was asked of me by one of my Sangha members. Good question. Had not thought of it myself, and I think it needs a response. I responded to her question after our service last week. I thought there might be others that would benefit from the answer as well. So her question was, how should one prepare for this retreat? Well, much like you would prepare if you were going to a retreat that was not at home. There'd be certain mechanical things or administrative or functionary things that you would attend to, such as making sure that people knew where you were, people knew not to contact you unless it was an emergency, that you have made arrangements for all the things that may need attending to that you can put away or not attend to during this retreat. If you were going away, there'd be probably some certain number of things that just either would not get done or would be done in advance or after, delayed. So certainly taking care of those things. Making sure that you have everything that you need to get you through the weekend. Food. If grocery shopping was not part of your weekly routine to perform on Saturday, then make sure you've done it before that Saturday. Your away time from home, when you wouldn't be able to participate in the retreat, I hope will be things that you've perhaps previously scheduled or for which you routinely engage in on that particular day. So making sure that that is what you do. Also, social interactions. We are going to use Facebook this year, something we did not use last year. I'm not sure that the options were as fully developed as they are this year. It also may be that I was overwhelmed with trying to do it right the first time that I didn't even pay attention. Anyway, we are going to use Facebook this year as a public space, a private space that's public to us for posting things that in the last retreat were sent to me in Dropbox, and then I would put them on the web, and then people would log into the web, and that's very tedious, and we have something that's already set up to do that. So we are going to use Facebook, and we are going to be using Periscope, and those are two social media that many people find, well, Facebook, many people find attractive, addictive, distracting, all of those things, and maybe perhaps more, or none of those things. And so this retreat, you will need to balance or practice some self-control and just use Facebook just for the purpose of this group, and try to ignore the other things that may tug at your attention, such as some notification of some posting in some other place, or somebody responding to a comment you made last week or last month or such like that. Let it be for 2 days. It'll probably be there when you get back. So just use Facebook for the intended purpose this weekend of staying in communication and connection with the retreat people. Using Periscope, using it intentionally. There are, I have no objections to people sharing things outside of either of those two venues or either of those two platforms. Ensure that what you share is yours and only you are in it. So screenshots, screen grabs, recordings from screen presentations would not be appropriate to be posted outside of the group. My dog is sitting by the table that holds the computer, and so you may see things move, and we'll just live with that. So So, approach this retreat very intentionally. There may be a temptation of thinking that, well, it's at home and it's relaxed and kick back. And, although last year I did not really witness that or experience that for many people who participated. And I hope that this year, those people who participated last year and also participate this year will perhaps help new people, if we have any new people, kind of get a sense of how to do this. As a person joins or fills out the application and commits to attending to the retreat, I am putting them into the private group on Facebook. So you will all have a chance to know each other to some degree, and I welcome and encourage you to post if you want. Post questions, post reservations, post anything. I'm not moderating the posts. I'm not moderating the comments. It's your space. It's our space. And we also need to make it a safe space. So as you enter into the mindfulness of preparation for this retreat, realize that some people may share things that are very private and personal. People, I hope, will put aside some of the masks and disguises that we wear traditionally outside of our space, our private space. It's an opportunity for us to be vulnerable with each other in ways that we might not be able to be vulnerable with anybody else. Some people may not have anyone with whom they can engage in deep conversations and deep reflections and deep explorations. And so this traditionally happens at retreats, and I would hope that it continues here, that we could create a space that's safe enough. One of the things that as a chaplain on our form and the computer chart notes for each patient, one of the things that we can provide, and most of us do, I think, is a safe environment. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And so it's something that I'm very much aware of, that the retreat must be a safe space. Safe for you and safe for others. And we can do this by protecting each other's privacy. There's confidentiality. So be aware of that as you approach this. I hope that you're encouraged and excited to do this. And I hope that that excitement is perhaps tempered or flavored with a serious journey, a wish or desire to engage in a process of ever deepening self-awareness, self-compassion, so that at the end of the retreat, maybe we each have a life lesson or a plan for action, perhaps, or an encouragement to re-engage in some of the perhaps depressing things that surround us or discouraging things that surround us. So with every intention and every effort of preparedness that you would engage in if you were flying away to half a world away and going to spend a week, do that for this retreat and you'll be fine. Simple as that. No, it's not simple. It's hard, I know. And it's especially hard because you'll be at home. So in a way, this retreat, or a retreat such as this, can be more difficult, more challenging than a go-away retreat. And I hope it is for each of you. Thank you.